Now we have a drill of grapefruits. First of all, I'd like to show how to load the brush. The grape is very juicy, so we use light ink. To get light ink, I dilute water with ink to get gray, right? And you can get some more ink to get a darker gray. So this is the basic color. We can get even darker, I think, to begin with. So I have a gradation. This is a very classical gradation that you have a gray to white gradation when you load different tonality in one stroke. You can see that if I do the side stroke, this is good for the leaf, right? The paper I'm using is called the Red Star Xuan, and you can see each stroke on this paper it has a watermark. So even you combine strokes, it won't change. So people can count how many strokes. It's good for freestyle, spontaneous style painting. And to do the fruit, we use reverse gradation. Let me show you. So we got gray ink in a brush. We can load the brush completely with gray first, and then I will dry the tip of the brush. You can squeeze out with a finger in a paper towel. Just make it dry. Then you dip the tip in the water, just in the water, so you get almost like clean water. This is too light, right? Let me do it again. Let me just keep doing it. It will become darker and darker. I keep doing the same move. On this paper is the magic. It keeps each stroke separate. It will, even you overlapped, So I just keep doing it. You will have a gradation. So you can add more water. Add a little more water each time when it's too dry. I twisted the entire brush with my wrist and finger. The outer line should be regular, not symmetrical or too regular. So I basically just add water after that, right? We can leave some space for the stems. Okay, let's see, if we do another cluster, we can change the tones into darker contrast. Dry the tip of the brush, get some water. This time I'll make sure there's ink. You can test it. Now it's great, right? So I can do a cluster behind this. Let's see. I'll put the dark next to the light to contrast it. Right? We can do half circle. Add some water, so you get more translucent look. See, I overlapped it. The grapes are big these days, so we try to do it big. And you can reload more actually if you want to get darker again. And then make sure the tip is light. I use a paper towel to dry it. You can squeeze. And then some water. Okay, let me just do a single stroke. You can see. Start light. And do it again. Too light. Try the tip of the brush and use water to reload moisture. That's a good one. So you have one side lighter, the other side dark. I try to leave a highlight. You can avoid that by start with less pressure and end with the smooshing kind of, with the almost like heel or the west of the brush. This is red star Xuan. The red star Xuan keeps the stroke. Between strokes, there's a watermark. See, you will be able to read to see the strokes even if it's dry. Mm-hmm. That's very different than watercolor.
Yep.
Okay.
Does this have what do you call it, alum or?
There's no alum. It's unsized.
It's unsized.
Yeah, it's a raw paper. Yeah, the benefit of raw paper is smearing, but you can see this paper, the ink tends to stay, the water tends to smear.
But you're overlapping, but it looks okay.
Exactly, because this paper keep the stroke separate. You can see the watermark.
Yeah, I don't think I've never painted on Unsized.
On red stars.
Yeah.
Red star is the best for this effect. I use this for goldfish, for other like a shrimp, mm-hmm. lobster. That kind of. You want to show the transparency and the yeah. Let me just finish this painting. You can change brush, but I just keep using the same brush. So I reload the brush, and you can see even I don't lift the brush, you can still see the stroke. reload the brush. It's kind of a one-stroke painting. On this, it will tone if you keep doing it. You know, it's kind of if you want wet in wet, you will use the mulberry paper. This is more like a one-stroke, but you can load the brush with multiple tones. That's the best part of this. You just zoom back so you can see the whole picture. Yeah. By the way, when we finish the painting, you need to consider where it starts. You can start from here. You can start from here, not in the middle. Not in the middle. So there's 8 points to start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 points of starting. Remember that. We can start right here. Use dry brush. See, that's and you can go. The different stroke indicate different quality of objects. So you need to consider that. So you need to dry to do the stems. The little branches. This is pretty dry. On wet, even on wet, it will not smear that much. But it's good to have some smearing. You can go directly. Just let it blend in, you know. You can add more fruits. I will dot the, what do you call this, little dots, the remains of a stamen or something, the flower on the fruit. I dot a little smaller than I expect, let it smear. See if I dot small, just fine, and quick. And also you can draw this vein. Okay. Let me finish by just sign here. And wash the brush. I try not to wash the brush to keep the water clean is my obsession. So I don't. It's also good for the painting. If you can keep the water clean, that means you have less wash. So you have to plan ahead, and you do. When the brush is light, you do the light. When the brush is dark, do the light. Everything's adjusted on the paper, not on the palette. More tendrils, that's for fun. You can make it more dramatic if you want. But, oops. Leaf. You can use a leaf to cover unwanted strokes. That's a save. So you can use just the ink. Oh, you can use the color to do the grapes, fruits. if you want to learn more, I have a current class online featuring Grape and Morning Glory. This three should not be the same length, so that's why I'm adding this a little bit. So you will have a host, a guest, and a child, supposedly. Different groups, different weight. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to add a bug to this grape painting. I go to is some green color.
Is that stone green?
I think so. It's it could be olive though. It's a new color in the Maurice series, and I can. It's a little red maybe. So this will be the Grasshopper or Grape. Okay, now the legs. How many legs they have?
I think they have 8, but you won't see them all.
Mm-hmm. I just hide them. Oops, I think it's a little too short. Enjoy this a little bit. I have a paper towel. Thank you. Oh, I forgot the belly. It should be. Now just the antenna.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Thank you. Oops. Kind of too dark. Do you have a little mouse? I think that's the impression. I didn't have my reading glasses on.
Oh, he's great.
Okay.
He's great.
It's some here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he has personality.
Okay, let me see the whole picture now.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
This gives a little color to it, too. Do a little light pink under the wings. Just the hint. Like the translucent.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Another 10 years, maybe I can do one.
Well, we have a book called Insect Book. You can just copy